What's up, guys? There hasn't been a lot of great news in the cryptocurrency world in the last week. We kind of had a crash here, but I'm going to put out this quick TA video on Bitcoin and kind of give you my take on where the F is the bottom of this crash. If you like these videos, if you like my channel, please subscribe and hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now, I see a bunch of people out there saying buy the dip on social media, YouTube. This is more like buy the crash, guys. I mean, we've had a pretty big crash here. We broke this giant $40,000 level right here, and we had a dump of like, where's the bottom wick there? Like 20%. That's a pretty big crash, guys. And we've been in this giant bear market, even on the daily here. And let's zoom out to the daily. Let's check out the EMA ribbon. I mean, we are like still way below the EMA ribbon. We are on a bear market daily trend here, and we're approaching a bear market weekly trend here if things don't flip around in the next few weeks. And as you can see here, you know, something similar happened back in May. We had a dump happening here. We have a dump. And I'm going to give you my take on where the bottom is for Bitcoin. So we're zoomed out here on the daily. This is pretty simple, guys. We broke this giant support at about $40,000, and I just see the next giant major support coming in at about $30,000. I mean, this held amazing here and ridiculous support here. So, I mean, it would take so long to break that, and I'm just expecting giant support to come in. If we get down to that $30,000, $28,000 level, we did have, you know, a wick down to like $28,700. So my take would be that is the absolute bottom for Bitcoin. I mean, even in the all-out bear market where Bitcoin drops like 80%, the target was like $20,000 because that's the previous 4-year cycle's high. And from the history of Bitcoin, usually it's around there. The previous cycle's high is the new low for the bear market. So, I mean, we're getting, you know, down there, guys. But we could, you know, see, we could have already seen the bottom. We could already bottomed out at like 33,000, you know, just to kind of put in a little bit of a higher low here. You know, we had a high and we had a little bit higher high, so you can kind of see the trajectory here going up. And this is kind of hard to draw quick, but let me give you guys this here. Rotating rectangle. We're just going to draw it kind of like, I guess I should have done it on the bottom, but we're just going to play with it here a little bit. This is pretty crazy. I've seen this, you know, a couple of YouTubers posted this up. And it kind of gives you like this channel we're in. Let me just draw it a little bit better here, guys. Something like that. I mean, you can play around with this on the daily, on the 4-hour, and just kind of get where we're going here with this. But yeah, it just shows this channel that we're in, that we're kind of hitting the top and the bottom of. Let's just make it a little bit bigger here. I should have pre-drawn this in, guys. Move it a little bit, something like that, just to get a general idea. Maybe let's make it a little bit bigger. You got to play with this a little bit, guys, but you could kind of say that we've hit the bottom already. If you see this channel here, I mean, it's obviously easy to see. We've been bouncing off support and resistance in this channel, and we're hitting the box again. I mean, the box here, the box here, the box here, the box here, slightly in an uptrend, you know, just of a few $1,000 difference. But a lot of people are actually saying that we have hit the bottom here at about $34,000, $33,000. So, I mean, I could definitely see a retest coming a few times before we break back above this big $40,000 area. And that's where, you know, is a good time to put in a trade. It would be if we break back above this $40,000 area, you know, this would be another place, 45,000, 51, 52,000. These are huge levels to reclaim, and the bulls have a lot of work to do, guys. So let's just quick delete this. And I can give you a little short-term pattern here that's kind of breaking today. It's a very short pattern. I mean, I wouldn't put a lot of weight into it, but it has broke to the downside. It's a rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern. And you can see here we have broke down with confirmed volume. We've closed a 4-hour candle way outside of the wedge, and the target for a rising wedge is the bottom of the wedge when it breaks down. So that's about a $33,000 target right here, guys. And you know, it's only a 3 or 4 day pattern, I guess, from back in the 21st of January, 22nd. So, you know, it's not a long pattern, kind of risky trading, but we have broke down here. We're at 36,500 and we did get up to 38,800 today. So we got rejected again and we're on our way down. And I think we went up there to fill the CME gap. The Bitcoin CME gap was at about $38,100 from the weekend that we still didn't fill yet. So right here, you can see that we filled it, and then right here, hit that price, and we instantly are getting rejected again, maybe down to this level of $30,000, or maybe in that box that I was showing you at about $33,000. But yeah, guys, that's all I really got for you. Not a lot of crazy stuff coming out for Bitcoin. Not a easy trades, not a lot of long trades. You know, you could have shorted that trade I just showed you here happening, but my accumulation, you know, target is I want to buy a lot more if we do get down to this $30,000 level. Just get in at a bunch more, get in on a trade, put in a Bitcoin trade there because I don't see it going much lower. And we kind of just have these big head and shoulder patterns here. You know, we did break down, but I don't think these are going to play out. I think we're going to hit that level of resistance. So that's all I got for you guys today for Bitcoin. And I also hope we get some more volume coming in because the volume has just been going down since back in May when we had that first crash. So just, you know, less trading volume on Bitcoin, which is not good either. And one more thing I'd like to say, guys, if we flip this weekly EMA ribbon, like it's definitely a bear market. Like it's over for Bitcoin in, you know, the long term, I guess. We are way below the weekly EMA ribbon, and you can see it's tightening right here, kind of like it tightened back there, but we got to break above fast. I mean, a few more weeks. If we get into the end of February here, March, and we're still in this area, it's going to flip to red. And every time the weekly EMA ribbon flips in the entire history of Bitcoin, it's dropped about 50%. So, I mean, that would put us at about $15,000 to $20,000. That would be absolute bear market territory. That would be the bear market. Once again, you can see the volume going down here. So, there's a lot of concerning things right now for Bitcoin, so keep your eye out here, guys. And let's just check one more thing. The Bollinger Bands on the weekly, we're hitting the bottom. You know, 90% of the price action occurs within these bands. On the daily here, we barely dipped between the bottom, and we're kind of above it now. We could maybe see it down again at 34, 33,000 to be within the bands here. But Bollinger Bands, 90%. It's kind of the strength of the market. Oversold, overbought, and the price doesn't usually drop below these. 90% of the time it stays within them. So, I mean, we're at the bottom here, guys. In a few days, you know, we could maybe be down more towards like this, kind of get down towards 30,000. But, I mean, I'll cut this video off, guys. I'm just kind of going through a lot of stuff here. So that's all I got for you guys. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll put out a few more videos this week. And hopefully we get some bullish action soon. Peace.